So we're going through the village of Barkston and we're on a road trip to Newark. Newark's not that far away. What is it, about 18 miles, Mr. Chippie? We're also in towards the sun, as you can tell. We just need to pop in to Grantham first. So started this video at Barkston. Barkston's a village 4 miles from where we are at Tango Towers. And this is the opposite direction to what we do the tests in. And it wouldn't work very well, this direction, and that's why we choose the other one. Well, it'd still be good. It'd be good for 7 miles, but here's the problem. You've got the congestion of Grantham town centre, and so all the scratchy corner tests would end up going through Grantham and take a long time to do. The reason I've started this video at this point is, if you watched the previous video on repairing a certain radio, which I won't mention because Mr. Chippie doesn't know what it is, which I did today, and today is Monday. What's the date, Mr. Chippie? No idea. We've no idea. Probably about the 23rd or something like that.
24th, I think.
24th? Yeah, any advance on that? So, we've just gone through Syston. We're going to come up to the village of Belton. So, I want to do some camcorder tests. And I'm not starting at 1987. Those of you who saw the VMC 100 show and tell, the tape which came with that, there's some interesting footage further onto the tape, and the bloke's obviously a lorry driver, and he's in a country which borders on Geneva. My geography is useless, so I wouldn't know what that is.
Well, Geneva's in Switzerland. So
is it?
Could be Italy.
Yeah, anyway.
Could be France.
Yes, and would you believe it, he talks on his CB to another lorry driver, another English lorry driver, and you wouldn't believe that to buy a 99 pence camcorder off eBay and there's a tape in it and there's a lorry driver chatting on his CB is unbelievable. So, a bit of lost footage from a very long time ago because those camcorders were 1988. So here we are, we've taken our little detour and we're going to start we're going to do the on-the-air test for these camcorders, and it's going to start just back there and it's going to go through to you'll see. Now there's a reason for this. The first three we're going to do with Sony DCR DVD 91E, E for the Europe model, because they're PAL for those in other countries where it's NTSC, we're in PAL 625 line, and the second one will be the DVD 201E, and the third one will be the that's the third one. The second one will be the 101E. So 91E, 101E and 201E. It's basically the same chassis, different sensors, different features. Now, I don't know whether you can see in the distance, it's just this bit behind the trees, but there's a bit of a folly. This is Belton Park, and the Brownlow family were the people who spent an awful lot of money building Belton House. And you can see that building on the hillside, which is called Belmont Tower, and it's basically a hunting lodge tower, and no doubt they had some posh dinners up there for a laugh. So I was actually having a bit of restoration work done, and it's owned by the National Trust. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to stop, there's a car park, and we're going to put each camera on a tripod and we're going to zoom in on that.
Today.
No, we're not doing that today now. So you'll see that on the hillside just up there. So not here to demonstrate this camera. And then we'll get to the other end, and I haven't decided whether we'll go up to Londonthorpe and record from the churchyard and look at the view, because that would be a nice resolution test. None of the camcorders we're doing will be 4K. That doesn't interest me, but some of them will be going up to this resolution, which is high definition. So this road ends at this point. So this is going to be our little test route for camcorders. So that's the forthcoming attraction for those of you who are interested in that kind of thing. We're not doing any new models, that doesn't interest me. And so we're starting with these DVD camcorders. Always, nearly always going to be Sony. There's one or two have come in batches of stuff, like that Amstrad one I particularly wanted to show. So, here we come to the end. If we turn right, we go towards Grantham, which is what we're doing. And if we turn left, we'd be up towards Londonthorpe, and I'll make a decision as to whether we're going to the churchyard and look at the view. There's also some World War II graves up there, which just people are interested in that kind of history. So there we go. I will shut this off for now and talk to you further down the journey. Don't know who that crucifix belongs to, but it's not one of my churches. We're on the A1 heading towards Newark.
No, it's some sort of folly, I do believe. Somebody who's local to Grantham might say.
Yeah. You might have lived here since 1985, but when you're 7.5 miles, 8 miles from here, in the middle of nowhere, you don't necessarily know everything. You haven't explored things like you have as a child on a bike. So we're coming to the downtown turn-off, which is enormous. There's going to be more. It's an enormous department store. It's kind of place people go on coach tours to, and that's just here on the right. And it's a very imposing building. But you know what? The warehouse underneath that imposing building is a lot less imposing. It's about 6 years ago they kind of put all imposing bits on. No difference to the store, but there you are. So it looks bigger than it is. Garden centre is absolutely brilliant. We were looking for a jacuzzi some years ago, and I went there with the checkbook, and they wanted 3 times the price of what we got one for the same model. So there you are. You've got to do your shopping like you do with a lot of places by shopping around. I ended up getting one from Chesterfield. So put the there's a nice wind generator there. Put the camera on a bit later down on the journey. We've got 12 miles to go. Well, the CB started talking, so I thought I'd put the video on, but there is a car charger there, Mr. Chippie.
Oh, good.
One. Probably hit it picking up the Nottingham Burner Brigade from here. He's off frequency or over deviating or both. So we've come off the A1, we're going through Long Bennington. Church doesn't have an organ here, but the Methodist chapel does. There's a fish and chip shop here, which I once came to. And when I got there...
Can't see that.
No!
The car behind the truck.
Glad the camcorder was on. When I got here for fish and chips, they were busy washing the walls down. There were no customers. And the young lady serving, she says, "It's too high, that lad." It must have all have been 6 feet. So I said, "I'll tell you what, while I'm waiting for my fish and chips, I'll wash that bit of the wall down for you." I climbed up this ladder, washed the wall down. And they didn't charge me for my fish and chips. I wasn't trying to do it to get me fish and chips for free. So there's the Methodist chapel. There's the toilet. It's alright, that job, if you're caught short, isn't it? I have to admit to having a porta potty in the back of the van. Never have to use it yet, but you see, by having it there, you know you don't need to use it. If it wasn't there, I'd be, "Oh, I need one." See what happens when you get into your 60s. So I'll keep the camera rolling through here. We've got a co-op, which is Lincolnshire co-op, whereas the Grantham, the Ancaster co-op is Manchester co-op. And obviously the car in front is a plant pot, as Mr. Chippie says. Oh, is that right? Yeah. And Long Bennington, you'll notice, is quite a long village. I didn't see the fish and chip shop. Did you see the fish and chip shop? No. Do you think it's gone in the last 5 years?
I don't.
The fact that they gave me fish and chips for free has probably finished them off. We're coming into the village of Cotham, C-O-T-H-A-M, not Gotham or Gotham.
No, that's
Is that an operational chapel? No, I don't think it is. It looks like it once was.
No, Gotham's near
Nottingham?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody know what this song is? I do.
Well, it was the Benefit Hill theme music, but what's it really called?
Chicken picking.
Nice solar panels there. I wouldn't mind plugging my electric toothbrush into those.
Hyperspace plate.
I've no doubt somebody in Nottingham will tell me who that is. Village of Hawton's next. Isn't this fun? We see it's only this small journey, but we can go through all these lovely villages. I've never been to this church, so I'll have to look this one up when I get home. Look on the National Pipe Organ Register and see what they've got. It has to be frightfully haughty to come to Hawton.
I'm going left here, so you see
You're going left, yes.
You can see it. All Saints Hawton.
I had to do some work on the organ at Farndon. Some local lads decided to get drunk on cider and then pee in the organ on the grate, which of course went into the pallets. And one of the things I remember about that day, it was the day that 405 line black and white VHF television was switched off in the UK. It was about 1985. The next day, some old biddy phoned me to say a telly wasn't working, could I fix it? Because the reason it was working is because it was a 405 line black and white telly from 1957.
It wasn't working.
That's why it wasn't working, because there was no signals anymore. I think I sold her a second-hand Thorn 950 for £15 to get her out of the quagmire. Oh dear. Happy days. Okay, so Mr. Chippie's done his, picked up his, whatever he had to pick up. He's dropped off his guitar amplifier repair he was delivering back to a customer. And we are on the way back to Tango Towers. Let's say 16 miles to go. And we're crossing the A1. Oh, some roadworks. There's our repeater, GB3GR. So, the parish church of All Saints Hawton, 14th century Easter sepulchre. Now we know. Is David out there? No point replying because he won't be on 4 watts, will he? Yeah.
I was saying we're going to do Dukes of Hazzard when I see you.
No. Yahoo, yes. My late mother used to watch Dukes of Hazzard, and my friend Stephen came once and he said, Mrs. S, he says, I can't understand a lady your kind of age enjoying watching the Dukes of Hazzard. Is it the fast cars or what? She said, oh no, Stephen, no, it's Bo Duke's tight jeans. She was in her 70s, of course, at the time. Perhaps the focus will pull eventually. He's off frequency.
Well, no, that's not a junction.
No, that's not. Is it the one after?
Looking at the craters.
We could do with the post office. We've sold 2 of those Amstrad power leads to one person. Good.
I think there's one in Bolton. Not Bolton. No, in Bolton. Long Bennington.
Ooh. I think the signpost said we're heading towards Austin. We were overtaken by a Porsche, Mr. Chippie, who was doing 55 on a not so bumpy road. We were overtaken by a Porsche SUV, who must have been doing 70. And you know what? 55 was the maximum you wanted to go. But oh no, it'll all end in tears, won't it, Mr. Chippie? Yeah. It's the look at me person. We were just in Caythorpe, which is 4.5 miles from Tango Towers, and just dropped in that package I was talking about to the post office. Seemed to be kind of only 2 miles out of our way, whereas if I'd gone to Ancaster, that would have been 2 miles out of the way. So it didn't matter which way we looked at that, would have been 2 miles out of the way. Don't go, Mr. Chippie, go now. And we've just come down the back lane at Caythorpe, which is called Back Lane, and we've come up to a place, it says Windy Corner. So at Caythorpe they've got Windy Corner, so I don't know whether that's like Scratchy Corner, but it's definitely Windy Corner. So we'll bring the video to a close at that. We're just 3.5 miles from Tango Towers, and we'll have an on-the-air video later on today. So hope you enjoyed all those little short 16.5 mile trip. Lots of nice little villages to go through, and a Wally playing music on 19. Thanks for watching.